It feels so sad to realize the era we are living in today, goodness is not a priority for people. People do not want to be good, they probably just want to look good. As Dr. Isar Sahab Rahimullah once said, we want to look good, but we do not want to be. Today, the distinction between halal and haram, parents have stopped teaching to their children. There is no talk about it. On acquiring knowledge of a religion is not their priority. Although the most valuable thing what we can give to our children, that is the knowledge of religion. If your child is studying at Oxford, but its culture is lost, values compromised, so in my opinion, they are still illiterate. Ask any educationist about the definition of education. They will tell you education is a transfer of culture and values from one generation to another. Education is not that you are studying from a luxurious institute, you are studying with knowledge, you have done engineering, or you have become a doctor now. All these things are an art. And if your child has learned the art, it is a good thing that they might also earn millions in future. But they are not educated if they do not go by their culture and their values. It means that we have put our generation on stake. So unprecedented downfall of moral values coming to see in today's era. People are becoming greedy and materialistic. Everything from our politics to our economics, our social structure to our social fabric, everything is based on materialism. And the consequences of that are happening to all of us. Right now, I am worried when I am looking around. What will happen in next 10 years if we do not give dawah? When I see the work being done on our youth, my soul cry. The philosophies that is being taught at the moment, the debates that are taking place, the kind of topics that are carrying in front of our youth. So if we don't do dawah and our message does not reach, God forbid, there will be a lot of destruction. Let it not come as far as the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, a person will pass by the grave and say, I wish there was a place in this grave for me. And he will say this in order to avoid tribulations, and this will be the time near to the hour. So, in the current situation, we should not lose hope, but we should also understand that we are doing very little. We are sending very few messages, and there are very few chain agents in our ranks. A flood of tribulation is coming, and most of the people are getting lost in it. And meanwhile, the waves of feminism, that is the fourth or fifth wave. If the woman in your society becomes corrupt, then it will be the end of your society. And the way the marriage system has been targeted, I can't tell you, because of all these so-called philosophies, fifth wave of feminism, and then the topic of liberalism as a political philosophy, then bringing the concept of relative morality. So whatever is going on, I often get worried about it. What will happen to our next generation if we don't give dawah, if we don't receive a wake-up call, or if we don't give a wake-up call? And that wake-up call is that we have to return to goodness. We have to return to Allah's natural world order. At the moment, humanity is moving away from the world order created by Allah and above the man-made world order. I call it the devilish world order, or we may call it the anti-religious world order. Everything is upside down. So the world order of Allah was giving. You should be the one to give, the one to talk about humanity. But the world order we made is based on materialism, based on survival of the fittest, based on might is right, based on secular values, based on selective human rights. So it is very disturbing that as long as we have been sleeping, there has been a lot of destruction, and we cannot afford to sleep this sleeping attitude anymore. As Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal said, वक्त फुर्सत है कहाँ, काम अभी बाकी है, नूर तौहीद का इत्माम अभी बाकी है. It is my message to the youth: you cannot afford to sleep now, because the coming generation depends on you. Your next 20 years in your hands, and there is a great deal of ideological warfare going on in the world right now. When you have this whole game in front of you, your problems are nothing in front of it. Someone is divorced, someone is depressed, someone's lover is gone, and someone has failed in love. What are these problems? Can't you think outside of these problems? What is happening to the Ummah at the moment? Your young generation is at stake right now. Have you ever considered to think about these problems? Your small problems will automatically end, and when you move towards a larger mission. This is my message to youth. But obviously, there is a mechanism for everything. It will not happen that someone just stand to bring change. But first, you have to make yourself good to make a difference. Because the help of Allah Almighty does not come until man's become virtuous. It is straightforward. Let me tell you a story. Do you think that Salahuddin Ayyubi made a sudden attack to get Palestine and Jerusalem? He used to wake up every night to check lights on of tents. One night he saw that lamps running inside the maximum of tents, meaning that soldiers were performing tahajjud. So Salahuddin Ayyubi decided, this is the day we attack. This was the mentality of those great people, because they knew the victory will come with goodness. Weapons are not denied, nor I am denying the importance of technology, but Allah will give victory to the good one. This is the world order of Allah and the promise of Allah to be rewarded with victory if you are on the right path. Jazakallah khair.